Yep.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's where we're up to. So absolute last thing that happened, as you said, Celad had his crowbar so that he didn't touch the body, and he reached out to try and dislodge the stave. And I guess he's going to test that theory about you don't touch a dead woman unless she comes back to claim vengeance. And if he was wrong, and it's true, tonight might be
Getting dicey.
Yeah, I'm tempted for like when we start playing Rise of the Frost Maiden. We're gonna just go one by one. Each person every week it's a different person that has to lead us into the intro. I thought that'd be fun. I mean, it might be horrible. We'll see.
Speaking of horrible, hopefully you guys can see the map now.
Oh,
yes.
No, because the character sheet is up. Hang on. Yeah.
And the very last thing we did was Celad rolled. Well, I mean, Reagan rolled. Celad doesn't actually have dice. Reagan rolled a 5.
I did.
Just when he was touching.
I was touching a crowbar. Yeah.
Yep. And you were trying to dislodge the stave?
I was.
No, you weren't. Yeah. The crowbar was.
Sorry, yes, the crowbar.
Mind of its own.
I'm not doing
He got you there. Imagine if it was like a court with the devil. I got you. Yes, yeah. It's like with Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All these undead rise up and they're like, oh, no, crowbar. Sorry. Jumped the gun on that one. No, so you reach out and you maybe a little tentative tap or just full on.
Celad's kind of like having seen Artgang die. She's like, you know what? We're here to get some treasure. We're just going to get it, get out. We're pretty close to the entranceway. Let's do this. Let's grab this. Yeah.
Boom. And so, yep, you get your crowbar and you poke it out like you've got a piece of Jenga and you're just pushing through that middle block without touching it. No touchies. There's a crinkling as the arms and the bones kind of attach to this and push down, but then the stave itself breaks free, pushes from the body, tumbles to the ground with a clatter, or onto the boat with a clatter.
Okay, great. He's just going to go pick it up.
Yeah. There you go. You now have a gilded stave.
All right.
We're rich.
Everyone out. Now, turn order was Am, Blotsy, and Celad. So, Am, back to you.
Okay. Well, seeing as
Celad's like holding it up above his head.
Seeing the glittering rod. What else was on the boat?
There were rings. She had rings. She's still got rings, but I don't know how I'm going to get those off.
Without, I know how.
Without touching.
Am jumps up. I won't touch her. Oh, that's very clever of you. I will only touch the rings.
Just holding onto the ring.
Yes, and
just like
my fingers clutch the golden rings. Yes.
So there was a ring. One had a pearl, one had a crystal, and one had a ruby. So 3 fingers, 3 rings.
Oh.
Any preference?
A ruby. That looks
ruby one.
Good choice.
Quality.
Just very carefully, just grabbing the ring, trying to pry it off this finger. Or you break the finger off, take it off the short blade.
I jiggle it, diggly, and slow, just trying to rattle over the bones.
But can you just, for no reason, give me a D6 roll, please?
Is she skeletal or is there still like skin and muscle?
She's quite mummified, so it's all just sunken and dried, desiccated.
Right.
You can't see bone, but you can definitely see where they should be underneath this.
A 3.
That body.
Like biltong in a dress.
Yeah. Except no, biltong is quite
tasty.
Very
juicy.
Tasty.
Oh. So noisy. All right.
It could still be tasty.
It could.
Well,
Yeah, so wiggle,
Jerky.
and now you find yourself with the pearl one, weren't you?
Ruby.
Oh, the ruby ring. Yes, so you also now have a piece of treasure. And eyeing this up, like looking at this stave, you're like, this is probably worth 40 gold. This is weeks of wages if you were to sell this. The ring itself looks to be about 20.
That's amazing. I mean, how much did we actually need to find before we can call it quits? We've got about 60 gold pieces worth of stuff here. This is us then. Blotzes, it's
Goodbye.
nice to meet you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
And speaking of, Blotsy, what are you up to now?
Let's
Everyone's
see.
climbing and looting.
Everyone is climbing and looting. Well,
Has Blotzy's heard the same rumors we've heard about not touching dead women?
I think Blotzy's rumor was that the king had been buried in this boat.
Right.
Oh no, he'd had a boat built, not been buried in it. And then we come over here and it's like, hey, what's this lady doing in this boat? So I don't know. Blotseeds, after the initial shock of watching them like raid what is probably a very dangerous tomb, is like, oh, must be safe. So might go in and see if there's nice things for Bloodseeds.
Well, if you want to climb on up there as well.
Oh no, I've done the thing where I pick up everybody. Hang on. Shift.
One
Teamwork.
says it's paused. No, I couldn't move my character or anything.
Oh no, sorry, I've unpaused it now.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to move a bit
That's
closer
fine.
as well, and
Up there as well.
here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so left now is the a pearl and a crystal ring.
Ooh, so pretty. Can Blotseeds have
One of the
both?
fingers is kind of sticking up because he's pulled off this ring and it's just kind of like at an awkward angle now.
Oh no, I put the finger gently back down.
Sweet.
Don't touch.
As soon as Blotzy's goes to touch it, Kella's like, whoa, don't touch the fingers.
You know, just I love dice. Do you want to just roll a d6 just for kicks whilst we're all
For
here
no
together?
reason. For no reason.
Because we like dice. We're dice people.
Hang on,
We've had
hang
a
on.
5, a 3, one of the numbers.
Get
can
a little ASMR going with my new dice.
Oh.
What? Oh, they made it like jingle jangle.
Yeah. But no.
And now you roll a digital one.
A 2? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll roll the digital
I
one.
mean, we can
For
take the 2 if
it's
you
for
want.
the viewers.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah,
like the
take it.
viewers being able to see what we roll.
Soz. Wait, where's
Viewers.
the... I've lost the dice. Where are they?
So in the chat, there's like a triangle and a square and the other
Oh,
things.
sorry.
Just click
In
on
the
this-
chat.
the square.
I was thinking it was like the other one, which is on the left. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
6. Hey.
Like the Zoolander moment with the computer. A 3.
sorry.
Oh, that's good because you guys rolled a 3 just before. So
Wait,
you
I'm
lower
still-
this finger.
I'm Ukgug. Ukgug is rolling for me. Ukgug, take the wheel.
In our book we trust. I mean, in theory, if you click on Blotsy. Oh, is it because you're maybe a character elsewhere? So you put down this finger. You're also going to take one of the rings at all.
Can I take 2 of them?
You can take one a turn. Don't get greedy.
Oh, okay. Can I has the...
Kella, is this going to be like, don't just touch the rings. Don't touch the dead person. It's bad. It's bad luck. Bad things could happen.
Blotseeds maintains eye contact and pats the hand with the rings on it. And then takes the pearl ring and goes... "Doot, doot, 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 doot."
Yep. So you have a pearl ring.
Hooray!
Helen,
Okay.
there's one more ring. There's a ruby ring on this.
No, I think
No.
the ruby is
Oh, sorry.
the crystal
There's
one.
a crystal.
a crystal ring. I think Khaled is like pushing the staff out towards Blotzy's, just like pushing Blotzy's just a little bit away from Khaled. Like, if you're gonna touch the dead body, I think I might have to get off this boat. And instead of pushing Blotzy's away, he's kind of pushing himself further away, and dismounts off the side of the boat.
Oh.
Lands down onto the ground.
Has anyone else looked at the map?
No, I'm trying not to.
Oh, okay.
You know what? we
He's
could
just too
do?
busy doing a Beyonce dance away from the body to notice what was happening.
I hadn't seen that.
That's
Celad
all right,
was
I just-
focused on just getting off the boat from fear of what may have happened.
So there's a black and white picture of a fierce
Yeah.
woman with a crown
Hmm.
holding her hand out
Yeah.
towards
Yeah, so
us.
whilst there's a bit of discussion around like don't touch things and like pushing each other with the staff, looking over, the body now has where eyes should have been open and is twisted and is starting to sit up. And you know what? Let's just roll initiative because dice.
Blotsies. I swear, goblins will get us all killed.
Rule themselves. What?
Or themselves.
What? How do we do initiative? Do we
Yeah,
just
how do
roll
we
a
do that?
20?
It's the little cross swords in the top right hand corner, and then you should have your name and a dice
Oh,
next to it.
right.
And I didn't roll a 21 this time, so it's not like the ghost is super fast.
Celad has rolled a
It's
total
still
of 8.
faster than most of you.
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, yeah. So it turns out the ghost is faster than you still.
I bet the ghost isn't level 0.
So what the ghost is going to do is it's going to the body itself stands up and then begins to shimmer and goes incorporeal. And all of a sudden you can see behind it, and it's just kind of reflecting in the light, just almost an outline of this ghost. And you can see the mouth opens in a silent scream. And now, Lotzie.
Oh, you're on mute, by the way. Here we go.
Blotsy, flee. Blotsy, away.
Yeah, I mean, you can move about 6 squares, give or take.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right off the map.
Just screams and runs. Does Blotsy scream?
Blotsy makes a kind of noise as they rush past you to the exit.
An R2D2 noise.
Basically, yeah.
After being electrified. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Can I get a 2d4 from someone? I'll just get whoever the first person to roll 2d4 is. I'll take that one.
Learning how to use the... Just throw it.
Oh, why did it do a +2? Ignore the
That's right,
+2.
it's 3. So 1 plus 2.
Yeah, I don't know why there was a +2 involved. So,
yeah, I don't know.
so just one,
Should I do
one
it
and a
again?
2. 1 and a
Yeah,
2.
so 3. Cool. Right,
Ghost
Lotzie,
has 3 points.
you ran, and so now we'll go to the next person, unless you want to do an action as well, or just running.
Blotsies?
What's
Oh,
it? Was
Blots-
it just running or action as well?
Blotsy's, as they're running past, the other two is like, pick up your feet. And it's just out of there. It's like, time to leave.
All right, Dylan.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I've got nothing but like a club and a crowbar and a stave. What do I learn? Do I know anything about the stave other than it's just nicely decorated?
It just seems to be pretty run-of-the-mill stave. In fact, I can drag one over for you.
Oh, yeah, cool.
But it is gilded over the edge. It's got nerd kind of designs embossed on it.
Yeah.
So it looks nice, but
Yeah.
nothing
It's
otherwise.
just- All right. Well, Cellad's got the torch, and he's just gonna follow Blotsy's lead, but he's running in a slightly different direction. He's gonna make sure he doesn't leave Am in the dark, though. Oh shit! That's gonna leave Blotsy's. Oh boy.
Just do what you...
He's only just met Blotsy's, And Blotsy, he actually thinks like Blotzy's did this. So he's like, he's off. He's running back towards that water, but he's just going to make sure he doesn't go too fast as to leave Am behind. But he can no longer, he's like, looks behind, he can see Am lit up by the torch, but he cannot see like the creature beyond in the darkness.
Zero emotional investment in Blotzies.
You did this, Blotsies. You did this.
We haven't had a little dance from Blotzies yet.
Yeah. He's like, I told you not to touch it. And
You
he's-
flippin' got Beyonce, yo. You, jeez.
And with that, Am.
Amber. Okay, Amber's just going to his mouth is going to open and close like a fish in fright, seeing this ghost, like where they go incorporeal. I'm going to step backwards and then just jump off the boat and run after Caleb. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, nice.
Let's get out of here.
And any other actions?
No. Put my ring in my pocket.
Right. From here, with the edge of the fire barely touching where the ghost was, you can't really see it, but there is a slight shimmering as it moves past you
Mm.
and disappears into a wall.
Oh,
It's leaving.
okay. Oh, well, that's all right. Whew. All right. Okay.
Blotzy.
Oh.
It was all coincidence.
Psst. Psst.
What's that sound?
Guys, why you run in the same direction as the ghost? Run away from ghosts. They not teach you this in elf school. Come on.
The goblin's right.
I think you might have a point. Mm.
Did the body rise up or was it just a ghost?
The body rose and then kind of just stopped being physical, incorporeal.
Okay, so
So now
there's
there's
nothing
just
left
like
in
the
boat.
altar, there's the sheet
I
has
can't-
fallen off.
I can't just run
ring
back
is-
and get the last ring.
Oh, you did the ring go incorporeal as well, or did that drop off it?
Yep, so
Uh-huh.
the body and everything on it.
Okay.
Ah,
All right.
shucks.
But he's got 2 rings and a stave so far.
That's good.
And a boat.
Kellen's gonna sort of agree and back
Our boat.
into the room.
Were you moving at all, Blotzy?
Oh, sorry.
Well, Blotzy is gonna cautiously come back in. Oops, it's doing that thing. Why do you keep doing the thing?
Oh,
That thing you do?
did the torch just go out?
Completely dark.
Mm.
Oh no!
It's I've gone back to wait. Oh,
Caleb's crappy
sorry.
torch expired.
Oh
sis.
no! Oh no!
ah,
Is it still Gug's turn?
Let me just get rid of that Gug.
Oh, sorry, Blotzy's
mean-
turn.
Blotzy does
should be-
have a torch.
Well, it's your turn, Blotzy. You've moved. You can light a torch if you wish as your action.
Hooray! I will light a torch so that I can see what's going on and what's coming up to kill me.
Mm.
Anything else?
Was there anything in this little space down here? Were we just joking about like someone being down here, or was there actually?
Someone saw something.
No, so there
down
was
there.
a figure half in and out of the water. Well, it looks like a figure.
Okay, Lotzies might go over there. But carefully, like keeping an eye out for the return of the ghosty.
Alrighty. Kill it.
Kellen's like torch has gone out and he just starts instantly panicking. Like he sees the ghost go into the wall and then instantly his torch goes out. But thankfully Blotzy's lights up a torch and he just like quickly, he doesn't run, but he makes his way quickly over towards Blotzy's.
And any other action?
He's just gonna take. What does he say as he gets close to this entrance or
yes.
exit?
So as he gets closer to the entrance, one, he can see that the tunnel splits off. Well, the tunnel carries on further south, but also from here you can see the water edge of. You assume a lake. The air's gotten a lot colder, still quite salty, so seawater's coming from somewhere. But with the kind of drop in temperature, even just at this threshold, and the reverberation, or not reverberation, sorry, the echoing of the gentle lapping of water, you suspect that you're moving into quite a large space.
Okay. And is there any sign of that figure that I saw from the boat?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a figure half in and half out of the water.
I'm only... what sort of distance are we dealing with here? Is it 20 feet?
About 15 feet from you.
Yeah, cool.
So humanoid, but a bluey tinge to their skin.
What am I accidentally drawing on the map?
You know, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Is it these circles in the top left? If you pick that, whatever.
If you're looking for a ruler, if you click on the person in the top left, and then there's a ruler button that you can.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, cool. Well, that's like 3 meters. I should be able to see some pretty good details, right, of this figure?
Yes, actually. So from here you can see they're face down. They've got long, what looks to be hair, but almost kind of matted, dark hair, almost like seaweed. It is definitely a bluey, greeny tinge. They don't appear to be wearing clothes per se, but more of just a natural bluey hue.
Like, do they look dead? Or like, would I be assuming that they look? It's like an old dead body.
Not old. Still very fleshy, especially after the last one that you saw. But yeah, they're just half in, half out of the water, and the waves just. I mean, not big waves, but the water is just lapping up around them, around their face, and they're not moving at all.
Masculine or feminine build?
Feminine build.
Blotzies, don't! Blotzies, can you just not touch this one, please? And that's going to be Cellad's turn.
Who said Blotsy touching?
In this one, can you use your action to dash?
I don't believe so, but go on.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another few more.
I mean,
so
because the ranges are close, near, and far. I'm not super strict about 30. It's just kind of like a good indication. So if you want to get up to the body, yeah.
Oh yeah, I run over and sort of panting a little bit. Oh my gosh, did you see that, guys? Oh, look, there's a dead body or something. What? How blue is it? Is it like a Smurf or an RV or?
It's quite a fishy, bluey, greeny, and as you're now quite close, you can see scales, not like the scaly skin writer that you found earlier. This is more like you might imagine a mer person. I don't know that you'd necessarily have come across a mer person, but in your mind you're like, I know that people can live in the water, and this would make sense as to what they look like.
And do are mer people, are they known to be like mystical, friendly? Are there good stories told of them? Like they just brush their hair or anything, or they eat you?
The stories are mixed.
Oh,
and whether you have had any personal interactions with them, I'll leave that up to you.
I doubt it. Oh, it's a mer person.
Is it breathing?
It does not appear to be moving at all.
No gills. Oh, well, I've used my action, so I can't really like poke it with a stick or anything. But that's what I would have done. Let's get away from that ghost, wherever the heck it is. It just went through a wall.
No, not. I think it might have just left. Kellen's
The ghost.
like showing. It's behind me, isn't it?
What?
For the rest of you, looking back at Celad, there you can see the shape materialize behind him, eyes staring at him, and it draws back one hand and thrusts it
By
towards
Khaled.
him. And just before it connects with him, it disappears.
Oh,
Khaled's completely oblivious to what happened. He has no idea. Blotzies may have seen it, but Khaled had no idea what was going on.
We're out of combat,
Just like turns around.
and we're going back into the regular turn order.
Everything okay, Blotzies? Did you see something?
Yes, Ghost Lady was coming to swipe you, but disappeared.
Huh.
well, there's
Ghost lady-
nothing to worry about.
No.
But
Maybe I'll just get out of this room, I think.
yes, just move this way.
So let's take a look at this. Look, you look like you want to poke it, Am.
So they're face down at the moment.
Well, that's rude.
Blotsy wants to go where the people are.
Yeah, Blotzy, thanks
Wait,
for
one
lighting a
goes today.
torch. I do want to get out of here, but I'm just gonna like prod this person with my foot.
Blotsy
Hey.
jumps back.
Hey, wake up.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Khaled does the same.
Right, so you're just going to give it a nudge. They're unmoving.
Gentle,
face
like
down.
I'm not gonna perform CPR or something, but I just want to. At first, I want to see.
Give it a little tap.
Yes, do mer people drown? Wake up.
Yeah, so you give the. I imagine you're not just like kicking it in the head, but like
No, very
pushing
gently,
it.
like you
Little
would be
foot
like,
nudge.
wake up, like wake up in the morning.
Yeah, so it just kind of
You know how your mum used to wake you up in the morning with her foot.
With the foot, yeah,
Like-
yeah. Hey,
when you're half in and out of the lake.
Yeah.
As you push this this form, at first nothing, it just kind of rocks with your foot. But then the head jerks back, and you see just a ragged gash across its face, which is like you can see bone on what would have otherwise been almost a pretty face. Its lips, what remains, are pulled back in a snarl, and it shoots a hand out to grab your leg.
Oh
So
no!
it turns out we're really back in combat.
Whee!
Okay.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
they don't have any gold rings or anything.
Khaled with a 21.
Oh,
12 again. Lame.
I got a 12.
Ooh.
No, I didn't. I got a 20.
So, Celad, you're first. As you were just kind of like stepping back, and Amber, gingerly, hello. This corpse, as I say, the head snaps back, and arm reaches out and grabs at his leg.
In
What would
like
you
a
like to do?
threatening way or in a please help
Like
me
it
way?
very much in a threatening
Massage.
way.
Khaled just runs up with his club and tries to bring it down in its head. Kadoosh! That's what he's aiming to do. He's like, this thing's on the ground, it's prone, it's already looking pretty bad. He's gonna bring his club down. How do I bring my club down? What do I roll?
So if you go into your inventory and at the top how it says equip gear, you can click on club. The face, I mean, if you were to just put it back together again, the face is almost elven, except this bluey hue.
I click it and it just maximizes and minimizes it. Oh wait. Oh, there we go. No, that just here we go. Roll attack. No ability bonus, I don't think. No talent bonus. Let's just roll. An 18.
18 will absolutely hit.
Nice. With
Ooh.
damage of 3.
Yeah, so you want to describe that hit? It looks like a solid hit, not one, like it's still moving, but
Yeah. Basically, the moment it reaches out and looks up, he's just in there with his club and just tries to bring it straight down on top of its skull.
Yeah. So as I say, there's already a giant gash in there. So you crush part of the bits of skull fragment come away. You can now see some more matter on the inside, and part of the forehead is missing. But this creature is still very much trying to grab at Am's leg.
Okay, he's going to use the last of his movement just to sort of back off as well. I'm assuming you can mix your action and movement, not too far away, just to get a little bit of distance.
Righto. And then next up we have Am.
So is it gripping tightly? Can I
It's trying to
walk away or anything?
Yeah, if you give me a
Well, I was just wondering, if it is like, if it's gripping tight enough for that I would have to struggle.
yeah, I would ask for a dex check to try and.
Oh yes, I'm not very good at anything. I don't think.
I should have aimed for the arm. That's what I should have.
Yeah,
aimed
well, can I pick up? I was a scream, pick up a rock and slam it into its skull.
Yeah, roll to attack.
Get up. How do I do that?
Just roll a d20.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see what that number is. Go from there.
Roll. 17.
Yep. You know what? A rock, let's say that's similar to a club. Do 1d4 of damage.
Okay. A 4.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you just more or less dropping it on its head.
No, I'm just really hiffing it. I'm holding as big rock as I could get and just like slamming it down into its. I'm still holding the rock. It's, like an ape smashing something on a rock, like in the 2001 Space Odyssey.
Like an ape smashing an undead sea elf with a rock.
Yeah, that sort of vibe.
Bringing it down as the creature's trying to grab you and you're jostling with it as well. It kind of lands on one of the shoulders, and you can just hear the splintering as the shoulder blade and clavicle seems to smash. One arm goes floppy, but it's still trying to reach you with the other arm.
It's alive somehow.
Any movement at all?
I'll try and move away from it. Is that in a dex?
Yeah, we'll do an opposed roll. So you roll the dex, I'll roll strength, and let's see who gets higher.
Okay. I have normal. An 8.
Roll. Okay.
You got an 8 as well.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Meets beats. So you manage to. It's a struggle. You pull back, but it manages to reach out again and grab you some more. But then, you just keep shaking yourself backwards and pull yourself free. So maybe only half movement.
Okay. I can't go too far away. It's dark around here. This just 6 feet away. No, it's 1 square away.
Yeah. Righty diets. And now why is it toggle visibility? Right.
Caleb, there's a ghost over there.
What?
You've gone back towards the ghost.
Oh my gosh, is it back?
Well,
this creature is going to try and pull itself forward with the one remaining hand. It's kind of trying to get upright as well, and will come after you. And it's going to try and slash at you.
Typical. Oh.
Or 1 damage.
Oh. I have 1 hit point.
Uh-oh.
So the creature, as I say, it pulls itself forward and up, and it kind of stumbles forward, and the one remaining good arm comes reaching out, kind of catches you in the thigh. As it starts to pull you forward, it throws itself up again, and second strike goes into your chest, and it starts trying to drag you back into the water.
Oh, God.
And just the one hit point, did you say?
Yes.
Oh no!
Is that what you said? Just the one?
So it does manage to
Yes,
grab
well.
you, and it is just going to drag you back with it into the water.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Ah,
salad! Salad!
oh
Save
no!
me,
Little,
salad and blotzy. Glug, glug,
little
glug,
shit.
glug.
I will take care of your stuff.
I'll keep it.
And as the splashing of this creature dragging Am resides, and an almost calm returns to the area. Kelvin and Blotsy. Blotsy, it's your turn first, and Shannon, do you want to pick another
Oh,
character?
okay.
Um, Lopsy is just kicking around in the sand to see if Amp dropped anything on their way into the water. Hashtag zero emotional investment.
There's a rock, a big rock.
Ooh, big rock. Oh, but not shiny rock, so Blotsy's not interested. Well, big nervous elf man, where are we going now?
He's just gonna run over to the water to just see if there's any sign, any sign of him whatsoever.
So, I mean, the last thing you saw was the creature pulling Am's body under, and as you run to the edge of the water, what you actually see is
Little
underneath
pieces
the
of
surface.
Amp
Yeah.
hopping on the water.
Like, cool.
You see a lot of this almost purpley layer, and as you stare closer at it underneath the water, you realize it's actually hordes of jellyfish, purple jellyfish just floating under. But there's no sign of Am nor the creature.
Oh my god. He's
But if you called out, by the way, your voice echoes throughout what must be quite a sizable chamber.
Blotseats jumps up and slaps him in the face. Get hold of yourself, man.
That's two of my friends already. Oh.
But you still have gold, so can buy more friends. Let's go.
Lotzies, did he drop that ring anywhere? Do you see that? That's
Oh, that's right.
No.
no.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know. Should I roll to see if I was just throwing my
That's
stuff
okay. It's
around?
fine. I like it's
He didn't
fine.
I would have been gripping it.
Who would you like to come back as, Shannon?
Stir.
Stir?
Who was a dwarf?
Who doesn't have dark vision in this game?
Yeah.
Now, Stir, further down this corridor, you've been hiding in the dark. You've heard a lot of people who have been passing by this way. You and your party had tried to come in through the tunnel earlier, or into the cave system earlier, and you'd met a bunch of people who demanded 5 gold from you, and you and your friends thought, well, that's bloody ridiculous. A fight ensued. It did not go well for you and your party, and you found yourself, you jumped into the river to try and escape the carnage as the rest of your party was killed. You floated down through the darkness, eventually landing on a beach just a little north of here, and you pulled yourself into a quiet corner in the dark, but somewhere where you at least you can feel the wall behind your back. But now you're hearing voices and screaming coming from the opening of the tunnel. But you can also see a bit of light further up there.
Oh, okay. So it's my go.
Roll us roll your dexterity to see where you fit in the turn order.
I have a dex of 12. 14 plus 1.
15. So
15.
that's actually after Blotsy. Right, so Blotsy was wandering away. That was your turn, wasn't it?
Blotsy's gonna whistle for Celad.
Where's
Let's go.
Celad gone? I can't find
Still
my...
gazing into the water.
Oh, for some reason I couldn't see my marker. Okay, cool. Khaled's like he's just a little defeated. He's just gonna like follow on behind Blotzies.
You be okay. You make new friends. You have blootsies.
Hmm. Have you got what you came here for, Blotzies? With the ring?
Could do with a little more.
Hmm.
Stir.
Okay, Stir is going to walk towards the light slowly, cautiously. I'm not sure. Can I control Stir? Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3. And see the people in the
Hobgoblin and
light.
Goblin.
Oh. And they look freaked out? Or do they look like
That's why I look
murderous?
an elf.
The elf looks kind of just defeated. His kind of like shoulders are slumped. His back's to you.
The goblin isn't too freaked out, but seems to be like looking around, keeping an eye out for something.
Oh.
Has
I'm
a
going
little
to talk out, speak out into the cave. Elf. Goblin.
Khaled just swings around with his club shakily in his hands. You here to hurt us as well?
No. What have you seen? What was the screaming? I'm going to keep walking towards into the light a little bit, and you will see like a dwarf. He's got a big beard. He's got a big pole. He's holding a pole.
I say.
And at his side is a grappling hook. And he looks like he's all wet. And defeated as well.
Yeah, Khaled sort of just drops the club down, so he's not holding it up anymore. And he's like, we've just lost a few of our friends, actually. Be careful of the water. There's mer creatures.
Oh, I know. I've just lost my companions as well. I woke up on a beach. Just to the north? Is up and around the corner?
Beach, and you kind of just like scooch down out of the way.
Oh, this beach? That's where I awoke recently.
Oh,
I was in the dark.
you're lucky to be alive. What's down that way, by the way? Is that how we get out of here?
I have no idea. It's dark.
Okay. All right, you have nothing torches.
Pitch
There's nothing.
black.
You're drenched.
No, but I wish I had a torch. I have a flint and steel.
What's Khaled got? He's got nothing. The only light source is this little goblin friend.
Blotzies waves the torch helpfully.
And Blotzies is not being too helpful as much as Blotzies thinks they're being helpful.
Would
Well,
you
the
like
torch is
Blotzies to put out the torch?
No, please. No.
Blotzies thought so.
Yes. And I think there might be a ghost trying to kill us somewhere.
What?
Just to see this big boat. I think there's a ghost attached, or spirit attached to it that I think wants us gone.
Dear gods. I see that he worships Odin. Oh no.
Who did
There's
that?
Odin and all the nerd gods.
Nerdic. Blotzies suggests that we move on.
We move on. They
away from the mer people, away from the ghosts.
Blotzies, do you have any
Would be
other
best.
torches on you?
Maybe.
Is that That's a no, isn't it, Blotzies?
Only need this torch.
Okay, we got to get going. We need to get going then.
Yes.
I'm Khaled. This is Blotzies.
Oh, I'm Stir. And I'll follow you if that's okay.
Yeah, come on, Stir.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to stay here any longer, especially with the news of
Stir.
Ghost.
Yeah. Is there any?
So are you compelled to touch women who are dead?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I thought so. And Blotzies look suspiciously at the elf again.
I said
Where I
not
come
to
from,
do it.
that's very rude.
You're the one that did it.
Now, perhaps
Blotsy
this
see, Blotsy do.
is a convenient time to take a quick break.
Okay, yeah, cool. Let's take a little 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll even pause it so I'm like not going to run down the clock on your torch. When you're talking.
Oh, okay, that is very nice. That's very fair of you.
So I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay, sounds good. This is a scary system. What are some like
One health is not a lot.
No, 1 health is not a lot. I'm amazed Celad is alive. I was 100% sure Celad was going to be dead before like the end of the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I thought I was getting away with that, but like 1 health may as well be no health.
Yes, correct.
Like I got hit for 1. Yeah, well, normally it'd be like that'd be a good roll, but
I mean, even the spider did a pretty poor roll when it bit Akag. But unfortunately, Akag had an even less health, a poor roll.
Stir has got a lot more health points.
Oh, a lot is what, double?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Stir's a tank.
Wait, no, how much do they have? Where is it?
Yeah, Stir is a 10.
5. They've got 5.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And 11 AC.
Oh
Stick
yeah,
them in front.
AC. I hadn't even thought of what. I've got 12 AC. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So with ShadowDark, what are some of the systems that make this one different other than like the light stuff? Because it still feels like there's just rolls for, getting over AC, rolls for damage, that kind of thing. What's kind of some of the unique stuff of ShadowDark?
Yeah, I mean, I guess stepping one back is the fact that Kelsey Dion, the creator, did just want something that people who, let's face it, 5 years of really accessible and prevalent everywhere. So something that they can move on to with minimal learning curve.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then also, running things like a level 0 gauntlet, it's a different mindset. A lot of 5e, it's just like, haha, there's a thing, we're going to run up and start a fight. You can't really do that yet.
Have you done many level 0 gauntlets before?
No.
All right, cool.
So this is actually my level 0 gauntlet. There's only one of me.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Oh, you level
I'm
0.
actually surprised by how badly everything kills people.
Yeah, well, it's like, like Shannon said, like 1 damage. What's Blotzy's HP?
Oh, the mighty Blotzies. One moment. Yeah. Where is
Because we just found out that Stir has 5. So
Oh. What's a
So
tank?
I like to think
Blotzies.
Stir looks very like solid and
Sturdy, if you
rugged.
will.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
What's
sturdy.
the stirred,
The
sturdy?
D is his last name.
Sturdy.
Stirred.
Blotzies is 3
Oh, you guys are definitely
with
out
ace
in
of
front.
12.
Yeah, cool.
Right.
That's
Blotzy's
pretty good.
wiry, but
Yep.
a lot of constitution.
Yeah.
Blotzies is also like armed to the eyeballs.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I don't know why. Well, randomized. So
Yeah.
yeah, Blotzies is out hunting for like interesting stories and history, but Blotzies also has club, short bow,
Oh,
couple
wow.
of torches, arrows.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow, Botsy really is geared for war.
Yeah,
What's Blotsy got?
got what?
What weapons?
A short bow with arrows, a club.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh man, my stave is stronger than my club, I think. And we lost Shannon. Maybe that's why he didn't hear what Blotzy's had the first time.
Oh,
He'll be back. I'm assuming I'm going to start moving over to my stave from now on, actually.
It looks good and effective.
Yeah. I can do sundering with it. When you hit with a melee attack, you may choose to destroy this weapon or armor to negate all damage from the attack. Oh, we know I'm hit with a melee. Oh, shit. That's cool. All right.
At level 1, depending on what your classes, which obviously you guys don't have at 0,
Mm.
you can only use certain weapons. But because you're level 0, you have what's known as beginner's luck. So you can use all
Ah.
armor, all weapons.
Oh, that's fun.
But
That's-
yeah,
that's
if you were
pretty
to
cool.
become a wizard, for instance, then you would forget how to use a club.
Right, yeah. Well, but just be beneath him. No,
Hmm.
not a club.
Hmm.
Ugh, would never
It's
Throwing
Outflake's
out-
taken off his hat and doesn't need the club anymore.
yeah.
You forget all the information that you don't use. It's just
Exactly. Yeah,
Yes. They like to pretend he hadn't hit a zombie merb person with his club.
yeah. Yeah.
block
That never
trauma.
happened. Oh, I have stout.
What's
You
stout?
start with plus 2 HP, and you roll your hit points. Roll your hit point gains with advantage.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And I've got
I
a
help at level 1.
got a plus 3 con.
I've got keen senses, so I can't be surprised.
I don't think I've got any really good talents or stuff. I've got far sight for ranged attacks, and that's unless you're going to give me that short bow. I don't think I'm going
What
to
do your
utilize
elven
that.
eyes see?
Yeah,
Nothing, because it's too dark.
yeah. If you
Death.
if you suddenly if Blotzies feels the short bow being removed from his back, it'll be Celad for sure.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. All right, should we jump back into it?
Let's do
Alrighty.
it.
All right. Map is up.
So we're going to go in the order of Blotzy, Stir, then Celad. And the torch is
Great.
going. Blotzy, so you're standing inside of this large room. You've got the longboat next to you with the now empty altar, or not altar, but yes,
Where the body was laying.
table. Yeah, place where the body was. To the north, you can see the passageway becomes natural cave again. There's also 2 exits to the south, one which goes to the beach where you just were, and where you found Stir. There's also another one to the left, or looking at it to the right of that, and you can hear water running through there as well. And then, of course, there's back the way that the others came. You kind of woke up in this pile of debris. So the passageway continues down into the actual crafted rooms.
Nee. Well, the Bloodseeds only just started adventuring, so what do you say? Shall we carry on northward?
Anywhere but this room, I think, is probably for the best. And the last I saw that ghost was off to the west. I think you're right. I think we head north.
Ghost.
Hooray!
Oh, the dark kicks in.
Oh, the light really kicked out.
So Blotzy, heading north, you can see that as much as you're walking through the natural cave again, ahead you can see, again, someone has fashioned out a room, put down an actual floor. And you also see a table, and this table itself is laden with food. You can't quite smell it from here, but you can see it's absolutely piled high, and you can just catch glimpses of a person reaching out, or at least an arm reaching out and grabbing items and pulling it back with gusto. And then somewhere in there must be some kind of a candle which is lighting from the middle of the room. A dim light, but the VTT hasn't let me do dim.
Okay, Blotzies whispers back, "Hey, there's someone up here eating. That's good, right?"
I mean, if they're eating, they're preoccupied, so that's probably a good thing. They're not aggressive, not ready to fight.
Maybe they will share.
And who's angry on a full stomach anyway?
Exactly.
Stir.
Oh, food, you say? Well, can I just look around while I'm next to this boat, see if there are any torches or anything?
Looking around, you don't see any torches. There is, I mean, this whole boat is made of wood. Were you to peel some of it off or try and chip some of it away, you could try and set that on fire. It looks a lot drier than you. And for reference, for the others, drier than the debris that you had found piled up in front of that other door. Actually, only Celad would remember that.
Yeah,
No one else was alive.
Okay, I might break off an oar or something like, half an oar.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rudder here. You can. It's very substantial, but if you took a turn or so.
Yes, or just something that I can snap and walk, crack, like a piece of.
Yeah,
possible.
you know what? You're just testing around, and you'll spend this turn finding whatever's the loosest thing that you can kind of grab, which is vaguely club shaped, shall we say?
Yep. Or a plank.
Or a plank. Yep. You know what?
Just kick
if
around.
you jump down, you can kind of see some bits of wood, leftover wood. So maybe you can grab a plank of sorts from that.
Okay, I'll crack it off and then follow close behind Celad and Blotsies.
I'm just going to give you a club. Yeah. To go with your pole.
I am hungry. Well, you mentioned of food. I'm up behind Blotsies now.
Yeah, so Blotsy seems to be staring at something further down the hall, but not something you can quite see from where you are. Celad.
Yep, he's just going to sort of move in behind Stir and Blotsies and just wait. And just move along when they move forward.
Like,
yeah.
Then Blotsy, you're up.
Okay, Blotsies.
This arm is just reaching out and grabbing it. Cooked, must be boar or some kind of cooked meats, and just tearing off chunks.
If they're cooking, then maybe they can be spoken to. So Blotsies will walk up. Oops. Will walk up carefully and sound very friendly and non-threatening. Be like, hello. Friendly Blotsies here. You need friend? Hello.
So walking into this room, lo and behold, you see a long table with chairs and a man, quite a like sunken in cheeks, quite drawn, but massive smile on his face, and various juices from meats across. And kind of glances at you briefly and gives you a smile, but then goes back to the food. There's smoked meats, there's cooked meats, there's vegetables, there's pastries, wine. What was Blotsy's favorite meal growing up?
Blotsy's favorite meal was chassis rat.
Is that potentially some chashu rat that you see a bit further down the table?
Get out of town. Blotsy goes to look.
Lo and behold,
Blotsy's dead.
of all the things, this is just a cornucopia of foods.
Blotsy yells back to the tunnel. Guys, so much food here. Even Blotsy sees food Blotsy recognizes.
And the man gestures. There's plenty for everyone. Please join me in this otherwise godforsaken place. Thank goodness for the safety of this room and the bounty before us. And he goes back to eating. Shoves some like roast potato.
Going into Blotsy's background as a skald, have they heard any stories, folklore about big long tables that offer lots of fancy food, apparently for free?
Oh, well, I mean, there's
that maybe they should be wary about, maybe.
The one that would spring to mind is in nerd culture. When you die, for instance, you go to a giant feasting hall if you've died with some kind of glory. But otherwise, this actually just looks like a admittedly peculiar place, but a feast nonetheless.
Okay, Blotsy will goblin science, which is you take your finger and you dip the tip in it. Dip it in and dip your finger in the food. And then you sniff it. And then you mlem it. Mlem.
You want to give me a wisdom roll?
Hang on. Where's my sheet gone?
Is it okay, Blotsies?
Blotsy checking. Using science.
Can Celad like
Was it wisdom?
smell the food?
Not from where you are, no.
Oh,
You can smell a slightly salty
Okay.
dwarf.
that's fair.
Was it wisdom to you?
Yes.
Normal. It looks fine, surely.
I mean,
With
honestly, not
a
the
roll of
best chashu
7.
rat.
Hello, 9.
This is potentially like a more northern recipe.
Mm,
A little light on some of the seasoning, but otherwise food. And it is pretty tasty though. Not what you used to, but still like would give it 4 stars out of 5 on Yelp. Which is where you would just yell at people, this place is good to eat at.
Yeah.
Yep. Would
Stir.
ransack again.
Stir. Okay, Stir walks
Man,
into
just me to come
the
in, please.
banquet.
Take a seat.
Hello.
What was his favorite meal? I wonder if that's there as well.
Stir introduces himself. My name is Stir. What is your name?
Bernak. Welcome to Stir.
Bernak?
Please. Bernak, yes. You look
Are
like a
you a
man who would
chef?
enjoy a glass of wine. He pours a goblet
Oh.
for you and holds it out.
I do enjoy wine. But who made all this food? Did you?
Oh gosh, no. I was pleased to find it.
You found a banquet ready?
I guess the king must have known had a dining hall ready for those who came to pay him
Ransack
homage.
his body. Oh,
And the food is hot and fresh?
Yes. Well, the
Oh.
cold meats aren't, but they're
Oh.
not hot. But
The
they taste
charcuterie?
fresh.
It's cool.
Yes.
Stir
The little
like,
cheese
has a
board over there. It's delightful. I like the
shiver
quiche.
down his spine. Is this is a natural hot food in a place like this? Are you well? I look up and down to see if he's, looking pale or something like that. This is like magic.
Yeah, so his eyes and cheeks, everything is quite sunken. He's got a kind of grey complexion. Is dark around his eyes. His lips are dry. But he has this juice all around it.
Oh, you look unwell. But what was it, Burhold?
Bernak.
Bernak?
Yes. No, I'm fine. Perhaps I've been eating too much, but it's so long since I had a fine meal such as this.
You look like you need to eat more. But how long have you been here?
If I can. I haven't really been paying attention. I barely dented anything here. Please sit.
No, Stir shakes his head and steps back. You should come with me. And I grab him by the shoulder. Let's leave.
What are you doing? I'm not finished yet.
It's not real. And I'm just going to kick over the table. Oh, this end of the table looks like it's 3 parts.
bowl.
I mean, you can kick. It's a very substantial table, so you can kick it and try and
Okay, I try and push it over, with
And that takes out your
sweep
HP.
some of the food off the table.
a... Yeah. I push off a whole, big platter onto the ground.
Yeah, it clatters to the ground. The food spills everywhere. It's actually, now that you see it, not covered in food. It's actually quite a nice little plate. Looks silverish, and it's got wolves embossed on it.
Oh. I'm a jeweler by trade.
Oh, then it's definitely silver looking.
It looks enchanted. This whole thing is enchanted. Celad.
Delightful, I think is what you mean.
While you've been like talking to Burnak, Celad is just kind of like sitting. He's in one of the seats, seated at the table. He's got like a knife and a fork. You look over to find Celad. He's got like a knife and a fork, and he's about to like cut into some like meat that he's piled up on this plate.
Wait.
So actually we'll go.
Oh.
Celad, what are you doing for your turn? There was a bit of a go for stir there, trying to move Burnak off.
Yeah, I like so. While this has all been happening, Calad's just sort of entered into the room. He's noticed the fine spread. There's a lot of stuff that he recognizes from that he would prepare for the wizard that he works for, and it's all just amazing, like vegetables and meats and stuff that he's instantly just like, you know what, Blotsies, I think I'm actually quite hungry too. And he sort of sits himself down and Celad stir off to the side as sort of saying something about the food and questioning this Burnak guy. But he's just taking like these serving spoons and utensils to serve up a bunch of stuff onto a plate. And he sits himself down with his like knife and fork. And and he's just sort of like ready to go. And he sort of looks over at Stir as Stir sort of finishes. As Stir mentions his name, and he looks up over at Stir.
If Stir spots Celad going to eat it, he'll be walking over towards him and slaps the chicken bone out of his hand.
Yeah.
You're foolish for an elf.
What is it? What's your problem, Stir?
An enchanted table full of food.
It is quite enchanting.
This man eating non-stop. He looks like a walking skeleton. Look at his.
He just needs a good feed. I mean, no
He
wonder
won't
he's
get it
starving.
here. And I slap him with the
And I push over the plate.
Bringing up another chicken leg.
Let's be gone. This place is haunted.
Can I get a wisdom roll off you, please, there, Celad?
You certainly can. Wisdom. It's in -2, so let's see how this goes. 17 -2, not bad. 15.
Look, you're very close to this food, closer than Stir's gotten. Stir's been quite weirdly standoffish, but I mean, new people that you meet, this close to the food, even picking up the chicken leg, this is food. This is actual, like you can feel the heat of the chicken leg as you pick it up. Your mouth is salivating at the idea of it. Like your taste buds know what's about to happen.
Yeah, so Celad is like, okay, Stir, okay, right. And he gets up from the table, but he sort of like just grabs the chicken leg back off. I don't know what he's sort of waving it around. I don't know what your problem is with all of this anyway. We've been down here, there's ghosts of people that I'm not going to say love, but people that I've traveled with have died. And you know what? And you know what, Stir? Maybe you just need something to eat. Maybe you're just tired and hungry as well. And he just takes a big bite out of the chicken drumstick.
Yeah. And now we're going to flip back to Blotsy.
Blotsies is appreciating that the elf is, calming down with some food. So Blotsies is helping put some chassis rat on his plate. It's moving on to the pop pepper cockroach, throwing those back by the handful. Looking for like, actually quite surprised that there's so much like goblin food at what looks like a people table.
I mean, it is separated out to one side, so someone has had the sense of like, okay, some people might not think this is quite normal, so we'll just put it to one side at the end of the table. But it is available.
Just a quick question. If Celad was to look at what Blotsies is eating, would it look like goblin food to Celad? Or does it look like Blotsies is eating normal food, like the kind of food that Calad's eating?
I mean, honestly, that first thing that Blotsy started eating kind of looked a bit like a cooked rat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. All right.
And then those other things kind of look like they're popping back what kind of look like bugs.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe cockroaches. Yeah.
That's fair.
Blotsies is relaxing just a little bit. So as they're eating, they're also kind of like looking around at the room. Also looking if there's like, I don't know, maybe expensive cutleries on the table?
Well, as you're picking from the plates, you can actually see again that these are the silvery-looking plates, and you can see like little embossings of wolf motifs.
Wolf. Like the sea wolf?
I mean, like a wolf.
Wolf.
Hmm.
Is it big
Weirdly,
enough?
no
No
knives
wolf.
and forks.
No knife and fork.
Yeah, so bit uncouth, but is what it is.
Is it like it's set up in the map? There's just 3 big dishes?
No, so there's actually dozens of smaller
Oh,
plates.
sorry. I'm looking at a
Yeah.
tablecloth.
But also, yeah, it's also covered in food. The room itself is
Ooh.
actually quite nice. It's probably the most pleasant area of the cave system that you've been in so far. It's not as cold. It's
Classy.
not to say that it's warm or anything. It's not pleasant, but compared to some of the other colder, damper rooms, could just be the fact that there's this meal here. But it
Does it
feels a
have
little more
anything
secure.
interesting on the walls? You know, like the last place had those ladies with the torches.
No, this one it's just a plain room. Really, the table, it's not a fancy table. Even the only really fancy thing or interesting, I guess, to observe in this room is the plates themselves, and also I guess those are the variety of the spread that's available.
When we eat, am I asking? Let me know if I'm asking too many questions. When we're eating the food, are we making a dent, or is the food like just seems to like continuously cover the plate?
No, I mean, like when you have taken from a plate, then there's a space, which is how you've managed to see that there's the silver
Oh,
plate
okay,
underneath.
okay, so it's not like regenerating the food.
No. You know what, Blotty? I think maybe your action this turn is you might just eat a bit more.
Yeah,
And, Phil, what are you up to?
Blotty just gonna eat, yo.
Yeah. Are you still trying to drag this man? He really
Oh, still.
like he's still reaching for this food. Let
No.
go on mine.
I think he's a lost cause. I'm going to grab the silver plate, though.
Yeah.
And when I pick it up, I'll grab a leg of lamb or something, and I'm going to sniff it.
You want to give me a wisdom roll?
Sniff it, suspicious, with suspicion.
Stir, it is okay. I did goblin science on it.
8 plus 2 for 10.
I mean, looks like food, smells like food.
Well, it would, wouldn't it?
Tastes like food.
Slam it down
Yes.
on the ground.
Food
This is
tastes
bullshit.
like food. I don't know why you're so suspicious of this.
This is not how food works. I come from... My mother used to cook food for me every night. And it didn't just stay hot like this.
Okay, well, where would you
Looking
like...
over, you can see Celad and Blotsy seem to really be like focusing in on this food and tasting and trying little bits and pieces.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, Celad did get up. Celad got up from the table, but he's still got that chicken drumstick that he's kind of watching stir now, picking up the lamb. But he's still biting into that decent-sized chicken bone.
Yeah, again, actually, this is maybe some of the best roast chicken that you've had. This is actually really... Whoever did this roast chicken knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. So where do you recommend we go then, Stir? As he like polishes off the bone, throws it down onto the floor, and as he's kind of waiting for Stir to respond, he just slyly kind of just like reaches over and snaps off another drumstick.
Where to go? I have no idea. I woke up on a beach just to the south. So,
I mean,
you came from the west?
There's somewhere southeast, just over there.
I want to get. I'd like to find my way out of here.
Oh, I mean, well, we were just the
Get a
exit
little bit
is off to the west. We could just. I mean, I've got what I came for. This is.
What of that ghost?
I mean, it hasn't. I haven't seen it in a little while now.
You know what, Celad? it might be more fun to put food in your mouth than to spend time talking to this random dwarf.
Yeah, yeah. It says, but before we head off, I know exactly where the exit is. Before we head off, I'm just going to grab a little bit more to eat.
You greedy.
So we're going to go to Blotzy's.
Little elf.
Blotsy, did you know that there is another kind of... there's actually desserts hidden behind one of these... what is that? A suckling pig. You know, suckling pigs for those people that like it. But actually on the other side is some desserts, including some goblin desserts. Again, set slightly to the side. And you should probably try those.
Slug bug pie.
We're just going to roll you around to the other side of the table there, so you can really just hoe into this.
Blotsy puts 3 rats in their bag later. But
3 in the bag, and
okay,
you notice that
okay.
actually you're chewing on
Blotsy-
one as well.
Oh.
Blotsy going to have 1 slice of slug bug pie, and then Blotsy out.
You can never just have one slice.
Got to watch Blotsy figure.
Most just disappeared when it said Blotsy out. And not for anyone else, but the whole perfect timing.
Oh, no,
Blotsy out.
she's
No,
still there.
okay, you're back.
Yeah.
What are you up to,
Zoom
Stu?
coincidence. Well, I'm starting to break apart a chair to make some torches.
Yeah, Celad is like seated back at the table now. He was standing, but he's seated now. Even though he just said like ready to go, he's now seated back at the table.
You greedy pigs.
Bernard doesn't even seem to register that you're there anymore. He's just reaching out for various things. More vegetables now, though. So
You hear
Yeah.
happy
It's
piggy
healthy.
noises from Blotsy.
everything in moderation.
Eating a whole platter of boogers over there.
What? Don't talk about slug bug pie like that. Yeah, have some. Try it.
Definitely not. And
He hands you a nice little slice. It's an
Stir
open
is
top
actually
pie
quite
full of slugs and bugs.
suspicious of magic and ghosts and things like that. He's like not into that sort of stuff at all. So he is attempting to make a torch because I need to get out of here. If you piglies want to sit around all day and stuff your face, have at it.
I tell you what, Blotsy has just popped their torch down on the ground. They need both hands to eat. That's just... there's a torch just back there.
Blotsy is eyeing up the dwarf. Are they moving on? Do we have to go now?
So is it possible to make torches? I don't know if that's a thing, or does it take ages?
I mean, if you got the bits and pieces for a torch, it's not necessarily just a stick.
Yes, I need like some fabric or something like that, don't I?
What's in these barrels?
Can I? Is there a tablecloth I can start ripping it apart and like wrapping it around a?
Sadly, no. Just these plates have been placed upon. As I said, it looks quite plain.
What a shithole!
As a presentation other than the rest of the food.
Soak the wood in beef tallow.
Not this magic beef. Magical beef. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the torch that you've dropped. You've even dropped
Got
your
your
torch.
magical beef.
Stir, if you just sit down for 5 minutes, have something to eat, and then we'll go. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I need to sit. I'm low enough already. Okay, let's got powerful
Can I get
legs. Let's sit on my legs.
Were you picking up that torch? We can see if we can track it
Yes,
here.
yes, I know.
Calad's starting to get like antsy. Like he I think internally he is wanting to, actually you'd probably have to tell me here. Is he conflicted at all?
No, I mean,
No, okay. It's
how
not even-
fortunate that in the midst of all this doom and gloom and the loss of your friends, you have a feast. You get to celebrate their life through food. In fact, you know what? You should probably eat some more of that other stuff.
Yeah. And there was a little bit of light in this room anyway, right? You said there was some sort of light.
There's
in
the
this room.
candle in the middle of the room.
Oh, right, okay.
Can I just get a 2d4 from you, please?
From
And you know what? How about we get one from Blotsy as well?
2d4.
4.
Cool.
How's it go?
Nope.
5. Blotsy falls face down into the food.
No. Like you're just happily. I don't know if you're sitting or you're standing or whatever it is, but you're just quite enjoying the meal and occasionally catch the gaze of Bernak, who smiles and returns to his eating.
Mm.
We might just let the two of you eat for a bit. And if you guys want to pick some other characters that you what are you up to at the moment?
Oh no.
Stir. Well, Stir was going to just, before leaving, he'd just stand next to the elf and like slap his face a bit. Wake up! We have to go.
Come here.
Slap his face. It really only reacts as long as you've actually slapped him.
Blancmange shoots out of his pie hole.
Yeah. And he scoops back up.
Just as a question for myself, and for the mechanics of the game, is there no rolls against this thing?
There was wisdom roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, we failed.
And that was it. That's the one. That's it. Okay. Celad's like thinking about, because like Stir mentioned it not being real, and he knows about illusory magic and how these kind of things can be faked and trap people and kind of torment forever, but not this. This is delicious. Yeah. This can't be that. And
you would know.
This is what he's saying to Stir as well. He's like, this can't be. This is legitimate food. As you can see, if it was magic, then it would be reappearing. And as you can see, we are eating it. It is disappearing into my tummy. It is delicious. Just a bite, Stir. And he hands out. Actually, get your own, actually. I don't know. This is mine.
Don't worry about that, dwarf. Like, you've got better things to do than deal with him. Like, there's feast. Sure.
Elf, look, you can eat more if you actually crouch directly on the plate.
Well, Stir sadly shakes his head looking at the goblin and the elf. Oh, it's sad for an elf to become enchanted. And he walks away slowly to the southeast.
If he looks over his shoulder,
Good luck.
You'll see Blotsitz making a chicken angel.
Good luck to you. He walks off to the southeast.
Have Reagan, Moj, have you thought of some other characters that if something were to happen to these current ones you might want to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go with Glimmer, who is a kobold.
Sorry.
Loves chicken.
Glimmer?
Yeah, Glimmer. He's a merc. He's a mercenary. It was his background. He's level 0 though, so probably not that good.
And Moj?
Ham the halfling, whose background is a sailor.
Ham?
Yeah. Ham, as in what Blotsitz was about to start
what
eating.
we just left.
Can I get dexterity rolls from Ham and Glimmer, just so we can see where they might fit into a initiative order?
Sure. Now Glimmer has 0 weapons, so he hasn't come very well prepared.
You wanted Dex, was it?
Yes, please.
14 from Glimmer. Ham.
Oh, 1 from Ham.
Also, we got.
I love the names. Just Ham.
It's so nice and big and red. Critical failure.
Yeah. -1.
I got a -1.
Now,
Ham is
Glimmer
prone.
and Ham.
Mm.
It's suddenly really dark, and it seems really peculiar because you actually, I mean, you can tell that someone is quite close to you. In fact, I'm going to move you a little bit closer. You can tell someone is close to you, but there's 5 of you: Glimmer, Ham. Gosh, I can't even remember the names of the other 3. Ringo, Luca, Balthazar. The 5 of you came into this cave system to try and loot it, and then Balthazar, like, you found this box And Balthazar opened it up, and inside was a scroll, and he started reading from it as Ringo and Luca were heading away. And the last thing you remember is him reading these strange words, and then a coldness creeping into your limbs and a feeling of stiffness. But now you're still feeling very stiff, but it's almost like your body is stuck, but very slowly you can feel that like you can start moving the tips of your fingers and your arms can lower slightly. Meanwhile,
Reading. I knew nothing good would come of it.
I think Stur's
you can
torch
hear
just
something to the
expired.
northeast.
Did it?
Oh no, did your torch go out?
It did.
Oh.
So you can't see anything, but you can hear something beginning to move, like a creaking noise, like almost like stone grinding to the northeast.
Who can hear that?
You can still.
Oh. Stone grinding.
Yeah, like someone has got a couple of stones and they're just very slowly rubbing them against each other.
Typical. So
People are always doing that.
As I have entered this, where I am now, like a couple of squares away, there was a bunch of wood on the ground, right? As my torch started to sputter, I would have hurriedly looked around for something. I've got in my inventory, I've got a flint and steel. I wonder if I could light a fire.
So you dive forward and you try and spark, and in the little spark you try and find something that will actually light.
From my old torch, even just shove that in there and
yeah. So what you do is I'll move you forward a little bit. There you go. And just in the kind of spluttering, dying little sparks of light. And by the way, Glimmer and Ham, you see just this little light off to one side, but that's about all you can see. It's quite distant. It looks like to be dying, but it was to your southeast. But anyway, sir, in the last little remnants of this torch, you follow this ground as it starts sloping down towards the water. And it looks to be some kind of broken dock led to, state of disrepair, something's broken, more decay than something smashed it. There is a slight little sparkle of something along towards the water's edge on a post. But yeah, you know what? You managed to spark up a very small fire. I'll give you a tiny little light.
oh, an ember glowing.
Just like some of the wood that's been splintered, it's a little more frayed and thinner, so it manages to catch.
Oh, okay. I'm going to spend some time trying to tend to the fire and maybe break smaller parts off and make it bigger and look for something that I can actually carry with me.
Try and do a makeshift torch of sorts.
Yes, a crappy torch, as they call them.
So with this crappy torch, you've got a little bit of fire that you desperately trying to keep going, giving a little more oxygen and trying to find little things that you can pop into it, whilst also trying to make the more substantial torch. So we're going to leave you there to do that for a moment.
Yep.
A Glimmer and Ham, you're finding more and more movement and warmth circulating out through your body again. You hadn't realized how cold you were and how stiff you felt, but like now that you can feel the warmth and you can feel the suppleness of the body, it's almost like, I don't know, you feel like maybe this is what statues felt like. And what a strange thing to think, but also, where did everyone go?
Mm. Can we move freely? Can we, like, if he goes to stretch? He says as he
You're
sort
not
of
going to do a
stretches
backflip
out.
anytime soon.
No.
How stiff is stiff? Can I like move, like get up and move towards the light?
Yeah, your limbs feel very heavy, but yeah, you can start slowly plodding your way towards that.
God damn it, Balthazar. No good came of reading anything in a book.
Is that you?
Yes, yes. That's you, right, Glimmer? Where's Ringo? He had all this stuff. God damn it. He's the cornerstone of our group. If we've lost him, I don't know what we're going to do.
Is anyone else there?
Can I
Hello?
hear that?
A little help? Can I start moving towards the light?
Yeah, I'll move you guys a
Oh,
little
sorry.
bit just towards it.
Yeah, Glimmer feels Ham kind of like push past as she moves towards the light and follows behind. Hello?
Who goes there? I'm holding my 10-foot pole and slam it down into the ground.
Glimmer's got his 10-foot pole as well, but he's using it more like a cane across the floor because he can't really see much.
A 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
And you can feel a large rock to your right. You're just kind of keeping your hand on it as you trace it around. But now you seem to have reached the end of it. And
Oh, shucks.
you still see the
Okay.
light ahead.
Hello. I'm a little bit lost. But are you? I mean, you no harm.
Is that you,
Hello?
Ringo?
No, it's still me, Glimmer.
No,
It's him.
the other one. The one with the light.
Who are you? Friend or
sorry.
foe?
That doesn't sound very Ringo.
It depends who you are.
Oh my
Say
God.
friend. If they ask friend or foe, you always say friend.
It depends who they are.
We're friends.
They're quite literal. Do you mean to attack me?
I've got no weapons. Should I have said that out loud?
Probably not.
I've lost my weapons, so no.
Well, if you mean me no harm, then come towards my fire.
Are you coming on to us?
I wouldn't call that a fire, but sure.
I'll hold my pole.
Both of you, hold your own poles. There will be no pole fighting.
Hold
here,
on to
please.
my pole, Ham, and we'll make our way there. It's 10 foot. It's
It's dark around here.
Is your Shannon? Is your one 10 foot as well? Are
Yeah.
you going to be like measuring your poles?
Mine's a
10 foot long.
little bit bigger than the 10 foot.
10 foot 1 inch. This is
You guys
as
like-
wooden.
Glimmer, as you feeling your way forward with the pole, you notice a slight glow coming from behind you, and then the glow gets a little brighter, and it's a peculiar greenish sheen.
Does he recognize, has he seen something like this
Well, at the moment,
in here?
you're kind of backlighting, but you can turn around and have a look if you want.
Yeah, for sure. You'll turn around. You sort of notice like a little bit of it hit light up Ham in front of Glimmer. Huh? He says as he sort of looks over his shoulder.
Spinning around, you see what appears to be a figure. The edges of them are kind of diffuse, and they have this gentle green glow, but you can make out features. They appear to be wearing, if you can call it wearing, some kind of leather armor and a large helmet with metal strip down the front. And at their side is a short sword, and on their arm a large shield, round shield. And they just slowly step after you, but when you stop, they also stop. And what you can make of their face appears to stare at you.
Ham. Ham. I like to think when he spun around, like the 10-foot pole swung around and Ham had to like duck under it. Yeah.
Hey, hey. Ham ducks just in time. Doesn't see it. Just hears the whoosh.
Yeah. Ham.
The
Ham.
penitent ham.
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 What is that
Look at-
glowing?
What the hell? Can you see this?
Can I see it?
You can. It appears to be a figure. I hate to say it, but
Okay.
imagine Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns'
When he,
ghost.
I bring you
You
love.
love.
Peace and
It's almost
love.
like that, but not as defined around the edges. It looks more like I guess you would say a sea wolf.
Looks like
don't
Everything
think
looks like
they're
a sea
supposed to-
wolf around
I
here.
don't think they're supposed to glow.
I mean, it's a
like
sea
that.
wolf too. What do you want to do?
Glimmer, you might want to step away from them.
Yeah, Glimmer slowly takes some steps backwards, away from the thing. Head over to that little dwarf.
Yes, I think I will.
And he just brings his pole,
for a
his
dwarf.
10-foot pole up, just to keep it between him and this sea wolf. And he's just taking like a step back in the dark, like crunching on the stones beneath his feet.
As you step back, the figure steps forward.
What do you want?
What?
It doesn't speak. It just stares.
He takes another step back towards Stir.
Can I see this glow coming towards me?
You can. So out of the gloom, just double checking that you can actually see this with your
I
minuscule
can
light.
see a glowing bit.
So you can hear voices and people approaching, but you can also see the glowing. Actually, you can see a bit of an backlit view of two people coming towards you, but two humanoid silhouettes coming at you.
Oh.
But behind where these silhouettes are, you see what looks to be a person made of a dull green light.
Stir knows that people are not made of dull green light where he comes from. So
Very astute.
he's like, a ghost! Stay back! And he holds his pole out towards, stay back! 10-foot pole. Be gone with you! Just damn this place. Oh, a 2. You rolled a 2.
For no reason.
Glimmer, I think, is just going to try and like not like aggressively prod, but just try and see if he can make contact. Like if it's physical in any means, just real gentle.
No, there's no resistance as you push the pole forwards.
He's going to try and do the same to the sword at his side, just to see if that's physical. Ah, that's not real. It's not real. It's fine. It's fine. It's not real.
Keep it away.
It's not real. It's nothing to worry about.
I've had enough of this unreal place. Ghosts. Magical enchanted food.
Food?
Oh no.
Yes, it's just to the northwest there. Take your ghost friend.
Actually, to player, it's like, can we convince the ghost to like sit down at the table and then we don't have to worry about it anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, from where you guys are, you can see the small little fire that this dwarf is trying to keep alive. But also, if you look back to the back and right, you can see into a room. There's a table laden with food and an elf sitting there, like just absolutely devouring whatever they can reach.
What's up with them?
We just
My
run back in. Hey
conscience.
guys, we need your help.
Look, I feel compelled to warn you that that food is enchanted, and if you take one bite of it, you'll never leave.
Ooh,
I talked to
that's
them
good
for
to
a while, and once they started eating it, well, they're gone.
So they're not going to need their weapons.
know.
No, they won't.
You
They're
took
not
the
gonna
words
need
right out of my
anything.
mouth. Glimmer.
They'll eat until they're dead.
Ham starts backing up towards the room.
Mm.
You can see this food. Amazing spread. Don't remember seeing this on the way in.
Yes, I'm not touching that food. I've heard the stories. You don't eat mystery food. Meanwhile, call out to the people at the table. Hey, hey, do you want to come help us? I think there's possibly a ghost out here. Not sure if he's hostile, but just in case, you might want to go.
The elf is saying something, but his mouth is just completely filled with food.
And there's also a goblin stood on the table, squatting over it, just like piling food into their face, in the zone of their face. And another man, quite gaunt at the end of the table, who also just seems to be more selectively picking foods.
Have they put down their bags of like weapons and torches to free up their hands for eating?
I mean, they have things on their person.
So can I borrow your clubs and your arrows and your bows for a while?
He just hands you like the this golden stave that he'd been.
Excellent.
Just hands it over.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks. Golden stave. And I'll go over to the little goblin and be like, "Hello, little goblin friend. I see that's a really fine set of arrows and a club you have there. Oh, and a torch. This is a beautiful place that you're eating with the candlelight. Do you think I could borrow your torch and your extra arrows?"
I think wasn't that the torch? Was that the torch that Stir took, or I can't remember what happened.
Blotzy has been holding out on this.
Blotzy's was holding out.
The goblin ignores you. It's quite busy with a plate of something which
has lots of legs.
Honestly, you just can't place what that was originally.
Just legs.
But
okay, I'll just take the torch, and take the 5 arrows, and maybe take the club, and then back away from the table.
The goblin otherwise ignores you. Stir and Glimmer, what are you guys up to?
That elf there, his name is Celad.
Celad?
It's nothing but chicken.
Disgusting name.
Chicken.
And he just looks over and just sees this
deep fried.
What looks like a relatively regal or noble looking elf just gorging himself on food at the table as well. Elves disgust me.
Wait, are you a goblin? Are you both goblins?
I'm a kobold.
A kobold. Oh. Is that like a dog man, or is it a dragon?
Like a dragon lizard guy.
In this one, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a halfling.
Are you halfling? Okay.
Can I bring all my loot over and light the torch off this itty bitty fire?
Oh, we're just seeing. Was there anything else that you're up to at the moment, Glimmer and Stir?
Glimmer is just keeping an eye on
a
couple of things. He's like keeping an eye on this ghost creature, just making sure it's not getting any closer, and looking over at Ham just to make sure she doesn't get caught up in the in whatever's happening with that food. Like Glimmer is was hired by her and her pals and like he's already lost the other 3. So he's just and he has no weapons, so he's just trying to figure things out right now. It's all a blur. The last, I don't know how long, is a blur to him right now. But no, other than that, he's doing nothing else.
How long have you been in here?
I couldn't tell you. It feels like weeks, but it can't be.
Weeks?
It's all a blur.
Just wandering in the dark?
I couldn't even. I can't tell you. I have no idea.
Oh,
it's all missing.
Suspicious.
Last thing you remember, it was 13th year after the Great Frost. There's the one where the whole bay froze over, and it was about 9 months. It was an exceptionally long frost, and so it's become a measure of time.
There you go.
13 years after the Great Frost, did you say? And is that a similar time to now?
Similar, if not for the fact it's 17 years since the Great Frost.
13, 14, 15. 4 years. I've been in here for 4 years.
It can't be. This doesn't make any sense. Ham, has it been 4 years? I thought it was like a couple of days.
Well, I did have that strange, cold, prickly feeling, but I thought my arm had just gone to sleep.
For
I
4
blame
years?
Balthazar. I blame Balthazar.
Your
That
arm
guy.
had gone to sleep for 4 years.
Well, everything went to sleep, really. It was a full body experience. But,
I throw some more wood on the fire. Damn this place.
And Ham, you're coming over with your torch, are you?
yes.
I just drag you over. So,
It's being a very
you
patient
can see
ghost.
Slight outlines of everyone. This green person is still just standing there, and Ham, as you take your torch and you reach out towards this fire, you hear, all three of you hear from the distance a slight rumbling noise. And a
Should there
large
be a torch
wind
going off?
through.
Oh, yeah. Let me light my torch. I'm sure what
Oh.
we see will be.
Oh, because this is the first I've seen of you, actually.
Oh, right. You're seeing like this red-skinned kobold standing in front of you. He's kind of short-ish, and he's wearing kind of pretty lackluster, old, worn armor at this point.
Oh, no. Did my torch
Just
go out?
as you're reaching out to light your torch, a gust of wind catches through. That was the roaring noise. And the little fire that you're reaching towards flickers, flares, and dies.
God damn it.
Damn this place.
And the green light approaches. And that's where we'll
What
leave
do
it for this week.
Yay!
Goodness
Oh, man.
gracious.
Did the torchlight go out? Sorry, the candlelight go out in the where the food was as well?
All the lights have gone out, and
Oh.
all illuminates now is this green figure.
I heard that in ShadowDark, that's a bad thing.
That's the norm, isn't it?
Nothing ever bad's happened in the dark in this game.
yeah. All right. Nothing good's ever happened in the light in this game, I don't think.
That's true, actually.
yeah. Oh man,
That was cute.
that was cool. That was cool.
I've not had to go to a new character because my other character was otherwise occupied.
yeah.
Glutton.
I actually love that. I really
was.
love that. Yeah.
It was
They're
good.
not dead.
Yeah,
No, they're
totally.
not.
Wow.
Yet. They may starve to
knows?
death eventually, but
Yeah. Not with this beast.
I love
This
that.
beast is definitely food.
Yeah. I love that as a player. I still haven't figured out exactly what they're doing at that table.
They're eating.
Are they though? I don't know.
They're just chewing away.
Yeah. It's a very
They can feel
strong.
it. They can taste it.
It's a very strong illusion.
Can they
by the
smell
sounds of
it?
things.
I can smell it.
Yeah, what? Kind of too preoccupied.
I was surprised. I had like a 15. I rolled a 15. I'm like, sweet, we're good. Not enough. Not
I
enough.
saw you roll, and I'm like, ooh. And then you're like, -2. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. I figured that screwed me. That's good. I love the idea that he's just sitting there, still in the game.
KFC.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
all
I
the
should have said there was
buckets.
like a double down on the table.
Perfect. Yeah.
I still never
Random
tried to
characters
double
show up.
down.
They've got them at KFC at the moment.
Are they good?
So legitimately.
I do like KFC.
Yeah. Legitimately, I think they're amazing. If I could,
Amazing.
I think they are amazing.
Would you get the normal double down or some variant?
They've got 3. Okay, I know too much. They've got 3. They've got 3 available right now. They have the original double down. They've got a
Yeah.
Korean
Korean.
sauce barbecue double down
Gochujang?
thing.
That
I
would
don't
be
think
amazing.
I don't know if
I
it's
do
that
like
because it's
Korean fried chicken.
because it's
is so
super
hot right
spicy,
now.
so not for
Yeah.
me. And then they've got like a hash brown double down, which is
Yes. Oh
Brown
my
double
god.
down. So
They're
there is
legitimately
2 pieces
great.
of chicken with potato in the middle.
2 pieces of chicken with potato in the middle with like sauces and cheese. It's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
good.
okay.
I'm a
Yeah,
fan
I-
of double downs. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have had one,
Not these new fancy ones,
but you've had an original one.
Very
so
good.
numerous. Yes,
So,
Numerous,
is
but you
the
said you're
Korean
not a
one-
fan.
I am a fan.
Oh, you are a fan. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going to
I thought you
lie.
said- I thought you
am
said you're not a
absolutely
fan.
No,
They're so
Okay.
oh my
good.
gosh, no.
Okay.
If I had one right now, I'd like mute this.
Yeah.
It'll
I
just
would
be
be
in
the
your
type of
face. Yeah.
Go back to the Korean one. Is it like 2 normal bits of chicken with a spicy bit of Korean chicken in the middle?
It's 2 hot and
Good kimchi.
spicy pieces of chicken.
Ooh.
Let me just have a look on their menu for a
I
minute.
do
By
like
the
their
way,
spicy wings.
all right, so there's the original Korean mayo double down. So it's got 2 zinger fillets, bacon, 2 slices of cheese, and Korean mayo sauce.
What the hell is Korean mayo sauce?
I don't know,
Is,
I'm not
is it red
KFC.
colored?
I'd have to ask Joe. Joe has that one.
Korean mayo.
Joe likes them as well, and she's not a fan of bad food usually, like fatty foods. She's normally really good, but she's like double down, gotta have one. Yeah. So the one I have is the cheesy hash double down. It's so good. Anyway, drop shadow in the chat.
This is all suitable because of the previous session.
Yeah, all the gluttony in the
Won't
other
stop
room.
talking about it.
Yeah. Drop shadow in the chat said, "Is there a Popeyes chicken in Wellington yet?" There is. There's one in Lower Hutt that I haven't gone
there?
to. Yeah.
Do they have? They call them biscuits, and it's a scone.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Do they call? Do
They
they
do have
call it
those?
biscuit here?
It's
So
Merkin.
they're
I haven't
sticking
had
with
it,
the
but
biscuit
I've heard from
name.
people.
They're not exactly scones though, are
It's
they?
very dry, right?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
dry scone.
But yes, they have it in Lower Hutt in Wellington, which I really want to go check them out. They're
wonder if it's
supposedly
good.
for the first like month or 2 that they were open, there were just like queues out the
Yeah.
door for like a couple of months, I think. So I don't know if it's still like that, but
Is that the
And
one
there was
from,
some on the
like,
table in
Philippines?
that other room as well.
oh what? Okay, guys, sorry, I'm
Why
reading
would
it.
Popeye chicken in the other room?
America, right? It's from
Yeah.
not South America, but southern
Yes, yeah,
South
yeah.
of America.
southern
the southern
United
states.
States.
Southern states, yeah. I'm keen to check them out.
Not
at some point.
Kentucky though. Or is it from Kentucky?
You couldn't do that, could you?
And why is it named Popeyes? Is it got anything to do with Popeye and olive oil? And
I don't think it would.
they have the picture of Popeye. Well, Popeye's been around for so long; they could have got like the rights in the
Maybe.
70s or something.
Yeah. But I'm definitely keen to check them out. And Shannon, go have yourself a double down. If you like KFC,
Okay.
have a double
I do.
down. Yeah. Double downs in the chat, please. We need a double down emote in the chat.
KFC is like having children. You're like, never again, never going to do that ever again. And then a year or so passes by, and maybe you might be like, oh, was it as bad as I thought it was?
I could
You
eat
get a hard time
KFC.
remembering.
I could eat KFC
hey.
daily. I could just do it daily. If I had the money and I didn't care about calories, it would be an everyday thing.
I couldn't eat it every day. It would be too much.
Easily.
Korean chicken, I could eat every day. All day. Yeah.
Drop Shadow says it's good. It's not wildly better, but definitely crisper and less greasy. Like crispier, like
Oh,
crunchier. That'd be cool. And Percy Prune. Percy Prune, hello, by the way. I haven't recognized the name.
Sounds like one of the Munch
Nice to-
Bunch.
They said at Popeyes, everything comes with
Deep
spinach.
cut.
Oh, okay. I googled it and I got an AI overview. Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how accurate this is. It is actually it's not named after Popeye the Sailor.
Okay.
It was actually named after the fictional character Popeye Doyle from the 1971 film The French Connection.
What? What?
Although the name is not directly related to the cartoon character, Popeyes did utilize Popeye the Sailor in their branding and marketing for a number of years after the restaurant's founding, but they no longer do so. So
Okay.
they did,
Yeah.
like I got a picture of a big Popeye on the sides.
I think someone's yanking the AI's chain.
Maybe, yeah. Like
Well,
put
it's
glue
got a
on
big
your
picture of
pizza or whatever
Popeye
it
on the
was.
side there.
They're using more contemporary references than getting Dicey does.
yeah.
Yes.
French Connection and Popeye.
I mean, I pretty much have to go there now if they're going to be doing that kind of
French.
reference.
Have I seen the French Connection?
I haven't seen that one.
I've seen the Italian job.
I watched Brazil for the first time on the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
And?
Yes. I feel like it's a really good artistic film, But as a
That's very dramatic.
which I really love the artistic side of it. Loved
Is
it.
it artistic?
Loved it from that. I thought so. It was very creative.
It's very creative.
Very,
That's
very
true.
creative.
And
Did
it's
you
got
like
Bob
the
Hoskins in it.
I don't know if what's that? Was that Shannon?
It's got Bob Hoskins.
Bob
in it
Hoskins
in a
was
great role.
amazing.
Hooray.
I love Bob Hoskins and everything
As
he
a
does.
plumber, he's been a plumber in 2 movies.
Yeah, Robert De Niro's character was the peak.
Fantastic.
Just amazing, just so good.
What about Tuttle?
Tuttle, yeah, that was Tuttle. That was Tuttle.
Oh
Robert-
yeah,
Robert
yeah,
De
yeah,
Niro,
that's right. And because he's the one that was supposed to be bagged by the Secret Service.
Yeah, and I love how he just like hooks himself onto a wire and
Not
just
Buttle.
zips off.
and it just goes vertically. Like,
yeah.
have you guys seen
Brazil or French Connection right now?
Brazil?
Brazil. This
Brazil.
is Brazil.
Terry Gilliam.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. As
okay.
a like a
You know
plot-
it's going to be messed up.
as a plot-driven movie, wasn't a big fan, but from the creative side of it, I was just like, it looks amazing. It was just very
torture
frantic, man. It was just frenetic. It's just,
It gets more. Yeah, he becomes more and more unhinged.
yeah. It kind of realized
seen
that
it,
at some
maybe
point,
a dozen times.
it feels like at some point, it doesn't specifically call it out, but it feels like at some point in the film is where it's no longer real, but it never tells
Yes.
you when that moment is.
Yeah, it probably goes in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is weird. Anyway,
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
I love the little. I don't want to get into the details too much, whatever. But I love the
Spoiler
setting.
territory.
Like they don't have wires in the walls or anything. All the wires and
Yeah.
stuff. Or most of them are like there's pipes on.
Just
and,
tubes. There's just tubes
Yeah,
everywhere.
there's tubes everywhere. Like going to your light or something. It's like and that becomes a thing on that paper. And paper's everywhere.
Yeah.
He gets like paper starts sticking to him as the wind is.
That was a cool scene. That was a cool scene.
That's so great. Yeah, fantastic.
I feel like the tubes everywhere felt very Monty Python. There was something about it that
Right,
did
yeah,
feel
yeah.
very Monty Python.
Well, he's from Monty Python.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
of
Very
course.
good.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And it has Michael Palin in it as well. So
Yes, he's
Yeah.
great.
yeah,
So you guys haven't seen it?
Nope.
it's a
Well, that's not a
1985.
spoiler.
Nah.
But
It's
you
the
should-
movie
yeah.
that whole switchers haven't seen.
Yeah, it's
That
worth a
one movie.
watch.
Oh,
I'd
that
say
one.
it's definitely worth a watch. It's weird. It's frenetic, but it's super creative.
Yeah, I got to see it at the movies recently as well. It was
Oh,
great.
cool. I was actually saying to the people we watched it with, it was like, it feels like that movie would really shine on a big screen because it has like a big screen feel.
Yeah.
Everything feels grand and big and large. And I feel like it would
Yeah.
have been really good at like the embassy or something like that.
Especially like that torture room. That's really.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. That shot was amazing.
And have you seen? What's his name? Ugh.
We're getting into the movie reviews
See,
now.
this is good.
Yeah,
I do like at
Keep
the
it
end of a getting dicey
Yeah,
session.
I'm sorry.
Review.
You shouldn't have brought up Brazil or KFC. I brought up KFC.
Yeah.
Baron Munchausen.
Oh,
Oh, I
You
love
guys seen that one?
one's
Yeah,
super
yeah.
cute.
It's
I don't
it
know
has
if
a
I've
sort
seen
of
that
similar
one.
vibe, of course. Same director.
with what's his name who
Oh,
runs really
okay.
fast.
Yes, he's Monty Python guy as well, and he has to
They're all
have
Monty Python.
ball and chains on his legs to slow him down.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
I've
great.
heard
That's
about
actually
it.
a
I don't think I've
remake
seen it,
of
though.
another movie. Other version of it. From,
Right.
I'll shut up now. But
Didn't he have
I
to do
reckon.
with Don Quixote?
Yeah, he was doing that. Man from La Mancha as
That's the one.
the documentary about how it failed.
I think
It's
I saw
a
that
cursed
one
movie. I don't think it
out of
ever.
Rialto
Oh yeah.
back
Yeah,
in the
me
day.
too.
Drop Shadow was saying that Jonathan Pryce, who was the main star from Brazil, used to regularly guest on whose turn is it? Whose line is it anyway? UK.
Whose line is
turn-
it? Anyway,
Yeah.
do you?
Whose line is it?
Whose line is it anyway? UK, and he is effing hilarious. I used to watch the UK version of that when I was younger, but I didn't recognize him.
And he looked exactly like the previous Pope.
Did he?
Yeah, and when that previous Pope happened, I was like, they got to get Jonathan Pryce to play him as a Pope, and they did.
Oh, okay, cool.
And is it called The Two Popes? But he looks exactly like him. And then
Ah,
they,
interesting.
yeah, and it's also whatchamacallit, Hannibal Lecter
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
as the Pope before him, the Ratzinger.
Right, right.
Benny and Frankie.
Well, I think we're just decompressing after being in the dark.
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Stress.
I appreciate that people still sit and listen to us just talk about KFC and Brazil and two popes.
Really book into the episode. Though.
Which is a very good play. I saw it. They played.
Oh, is it a
in
play
Wellington.
as
It was
well?
great. Yeah,
The two
It-
popes.
It's written by a Kiwi guy, and it's a play, and the play was excellent, and then they made the movie from it.
Okay, cool.
So
Oh.
yay, New Zealand guy.
All right. All right, we'll call it there. Might as well call it there. I think we've thoroughly decompressed. I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, me
Disappointment.
too.
Never,
Just
You just
Red.
get
never
stuck in
disappointment.
KFC eating,
Oh, true. Yeah,
never be able to leave.
accurate.
Slug bug pie.
And the local KFC is fantastic as well. Their quality is skyrocketed, so I'm very happy with that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's legit. We'll be back. We'll be back for the third session next Tuesday. How many sessions do you think this is going to be, Christian?
I mean, do you guys want? It depends if you go towards an exit and can get out, or whether you want to
Right.
find more things.
Okay,
You've got a stave now.
we do. We have a golden stave, and I assume these
Oh, we
new
got that.
characters are here for the same reasons as the previous ones, right? Yeah, they just want to get some treasure.
Everyone comes to these caves to try and get some treasure.
Yeah, okay, cool. We could have just left, guys. We could have just left with our golden stave and been done with it.
Well, we're running away from a ghost, and then we got
Yes.
attacked by a mer person.
Yes.
And then we were avoiding the ghost, and then we found food. And then,
Yeah.
So everything's led us here.
Yeah.
And now you found a new ghost that glows.
Yay.
Nightlight ghost.
Oh yeah.
The Nightlight Ghost. Okay.
And I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be just fine. There's a link that's just gone down for anyone who wants to go and watch our previous sessions. Obviously, we just wrapped up Dragonbane, so definitely go check those out as well. Here's a link to our Discord if you're sitting there still listening to us talking about this kind of stuff, because we talk about this kind of stuff on our Discord a bunch as well. So please do come into the Discord and say hi. But I think a link to a Patreon, because honestly, if you're not following us here, you're not subscribed to us on here, and you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, you could at least give us a little subscription on Patreon. This is one of those things. Just do one. Follow us if you're not following us. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you're not doing that already, or join our Patreon to help us out, because every cent that we get through Patreon comes back in some format, including probably buying someone a microphone when we start right with the Frost Maidens. We'll figure that out. But yeah, please do support us in whatever way you want to. Anything is good.
Or just feed Reagan's double down habit.
I could take that out of the Getting Dicey fund. Yeah, you're right. I should take that out of the Getting Dicey
It's
fund.
on theme now.
Yeah. It's
for the
research.
It's the top tier Patreon prize. It's just ASMR of you just like blah, blah, blah,
Just-
into the double downs.
I'll go live every Wednesday lunchtime to eat a double down.
Mukbang. Mukbang.
Yeah. Okay, well, good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Christian, thank you so much for that session.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for joining me in the dark.
Yeah, perfect. All right, see everybody.
Yo.
Good night.
Bye bye.